Hi, I'm Billy, Whisky Exchange Ambassador. I'm here today to talk to you about Roku gin. Now, Roku is from Japan. And now Japan isn't the first place you might think of when it comes to gin making, but in recent times, a few companies have started making gin over there, and they're really making up for lost time with a whole new range of different types of gin, which not only focus on classic recipes, but also bring something a little bit Japanese to the mix as well. So Roku starts off, as I say, with an absolutely classic recipe. Juniper led, good solid citrus, nice bit of herbal note in there as well, but focusing on a slightly more aromatic and fragrant style of gin rather than the big, bigger, richer style that you sometimes find in London Dry. So on top of that, it also adds in some very Japanese ingredients. First things first, sakura flower and leaf, so cherry blossoms and some leaves. On top of that, you have sencha and gyokuro tea. So these are different styles of Japanese green tea, from the very traditional sencha through to slightly different gyokuro, bringing in more of those sort of herbal notes and that fragrant tea side of things. Then you have sansho pepper for a little bit of that special sort of spicy numbness you get from that. And you get my favorite thing, yuzu peel. Now, when it comes to citrus, I love yuzu. Yuzu is this strange fruit which you only really find over in the Far East. We're fortunate to start finding it over here now as well. It brings together a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of tangerine, a bit of lemon, a bit of lime, a bit of everything. And it's just this beautiful combination of citrus that generally, if I get it out of a glass on a gin, I know I'm going to like the gin. I get yuzu. I like the gin. It's worked. You have that beautiful core of juniper and spice and that really lovely fragrant sort of standard sort of gin thing, but even more fragrance, even more aromatics. But then this lovely yuzu note rolls through, some like a little bit of something herbal in there, which I think is probably the tea sort of bringing its way through. And for me, it's all about that citrus. And that continues on the palate. Again, lovely core of citrus with the juniper, sort of like that sort of lemony side. You sometimes get with juniper really complementing the yuzu notes and other sort of like zingy peels. And then this lovely light, aromatic, floral and herbal notes sort of roll in around the sides. Very, very aromatic, very, very sort of elegant gin, I would say. Exactly as you expect from the look of it and what you'd expect from the guys making this gin. So, how to drink it? I would say a gin and tonic. You go for a martini or something like that, making it nice and light to pull apart the flavours, but it works at G&T. It's quite aromatic, quite light, but go for a lighter style of tonic, work perfectly. However, if you want to spice it up a little bit, a couple of slices of fresh ginger in there will add that really fresh, zingy side of ginger to it, make it something a little bit different. So if you want to explore the world of Japanese gin, really good place to start, Roku.